local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you for joining us here today. We do appreciate it. Of course, we are live streaming here every weekday, starting around 1 p.m., going throughout the afternoon, covering a wide range of topics. But the topic today is Ice Cube, because it's pretty much Ice Cube weekend coming up in Portland. We've got not only Big Three basketball coming in, but also Summer Jam featuring, you guessed it, Ice Cube. And joining us right now, it's Ice Cube. So, Ice Cube, thank you, so much once again for joining us here to talk about this. Obviously a big weekend for Portland. You're going to be here for double events. But I want to start off talking about Big Three and just, we mentioned this, we went through this a couple of months ago, just talking about how you got it started, the success. But now, here in the news, it sounds like some of these franchises are being sold off in what seems like it's a pretty big move for Big Three and an expansion. Can you tell us about that and what some of the idea was behind that?
Well, we've been spending, 7 to 8 seasons, years really cultivating this sport and really just fine-tuning it and calibrating it to make sure that it was fun to play for the players and fun to watch for the fans. And, we always knew, when I say we, it's the team of Big Three, we always knew that in success, this is where we would want to be, to take these 12 teams and find owners for them who, had our minds set when it came to how we wanted to treat our athletes, how we wanted to treat our coaches, fans, the things we wanted to do to change the game for the better, make it more entertaining for the fans. So we wanted to find owners that had that philosophy, and we found 4 so far, and there's 8 more to go.
So you want to have all of them by the end of this, have each one have their own owner in there. And I know one of the things going back to what you're just talking about there too, and some of the things I've read, is that part of that is to help get that local involvement a little bit more for each one of the franchises. Have somebody, I would imagine they're based in that community that can expand on it from there. Is that part of the goal?
Yeah, to unlock a large fan base. We have a team in Los Angeles, huge fan base, Houston now, Miami and Detroit. And so we believe we've basically started on all 4 corners of the country, and it's really a great way to have more fans get interested in the Big Three. We have millions and millions of fans all over the world, but having home bases will really expand that, we believe.
I mean, and that shows just the success, too, that you have these owners who are wanting to come in and be a part of Big Three. I mean, you've been doing it for a while. You've shown the success of it, but having that extra potential added in, and I know you're adding in Houston, a new franchise there. So I got to ask, since, you're going to be here in Portland, any plans or idea or thoughts about a Portland franchise for Big Three?
I mean, we would love to have a franchise there. We believe, Portland is a great basketball town. Lord knows you've given my Lakers fits years in Portland. And they've been asking for the Big Three for years. Fortunately, we got a favorable time slot, and now we can play West Coast game. So we were dying to get to Portland, and hey, maybe some of the people up there love what they see and buy a team.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely something that's a possibility. I mean, like you mentioned, we love basketball here, and the Lakers have given us a few rough times too. So I feel like that goes back and forth a little bit, but maybe not right now, but still. Coming in here this weekend and continuing to talk about Big Three, for the people who are going to go out there and see this, and maybe this is their first time checking it out. I know there's a lot of longtime fans, but with the expansion, of how many people are watching, what do you get out of going to a Big Three event compared to, say, like an NBA event? What's the difference?
I think, if you ran down and asked for Dr. J autograph, you won't get tackled. Events are a lot more more really fan friendly. You get 6 games for the price of one. Very affordable ticket. You see a lot of families in the place, a lot of people with their kids. And it's just a great event, cool entertainment in between the games, and you get to see the whole league. Where else in sports can you go and see the entire league play? And so it's a great day of hoops. And our fans really, into this style of game, hard nosed, 3-on-3, mano a mano, in your face. There's nowhere to hide in 3-on-3. You got to be able to either pass, dribble, shoot, and defend at a high level, or you will be exposed. So it's great competition.
Yeah, I mean, and that's part of the fun of that too, is just seeing that, in some of these players that I know, getting some players that could be from street ball or from all kinds of different places that maybe didn't get exposed to them before, but then also having some of your favorite players, getting to see them still perform at a high level and competing in that stuff. It's just it's a fun way if you're a basketball fan to really get to experience a different side of it. And, I know, and this has been talked about before, but just to bring it back up, one of the things that you did there was, I think, offered Caitlin Clark $5 million, to potentially join. I don't think she's taken that up yet, but,
No,
that's
she
the
hasn't.
idea, is bringing in good competitors no matter who, where, what they play, and just having them to be a part of it. I think that's kind of a really cool feature of Big Three basketball.
Yeah, well, 3-on-3 is much different than 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Much more personal game. So, if a guy didn't pan out in 5-on-5, that doesn't mean he's not going to do good in 3-on-3, and vice versa. Just because you had a great NBA career, if you get in the Big Three, there are no specialists in the Big Three. So there's no 3-point guys or defensive guys or rebound. Either you can pass, dribble, shoot, and defend, or you're going to get locked up. So we have different kind of athletes. So it takes a different kind of pro to play this style of basketball.
Yeah, and that's again part of the fun of it, seeing that kind of mix up there and having it, just seeing where their skill levels do lie. Like you mentioned, somebody may have been a great NBA player, if they can't, but Big Three's not for them. But
yeah, and another thing, these
chance to compete.
Excuse me, we got guys that have honed their skills to a point where they know every trick of the trade to get loose, and it's fun to watch them, with this chess match with a basketball in their hand, and it's an amazing event. You got to come. This is our 6th, 7th year. It's our first time to Portland. You got to see it live, without a doubt.
Yep, and that's everybody's going to get a chance to see it this weekend. I got to ask for you with 3-on-3, are you going to be following along with what's going on at the Olympics when it comes to that?
Well, we play a different style. The FIBA style is, they're pretty much claiming the amateur 3-on-3 space. We claim the pro space, and so we're not really paying attention to what they're doing. What they do is a lot different than what we do.
Yeah, that makes sense. But seeing even just the general popularity of 3-on-3, no matter what the style is, I think is really great too, just seeing that expand.
Yeah.
More people, more people watching it, more people understanding. There's so much more that basketball can provide than, I'm a lifelong NBA fan. I love basketball, but seeing this style, it's cool. Thing for some
3-on-3 is big all over the world. That was our research in starting the Big Three, is that basketball plays in every country, just like soccer and boxing or MMA. Every country has hoopers, and most of them play 3-on-3 because of space, infrastructure, various reasons. So we knew we had a worldwide sport that if we just professionalized it, it could be big globally.
Yeah. I mean, and talking about the global appeal to it too, that's true. I mean, you see that just in the diversity of players who are coming up and doing amazing, but 3-on-3 seems like it's more accessible for a lot of people than maybe full 5-on-5 basketball or something that's more common. At least if you can get people together, you can play 3-on-3.
All of us grew up on 3-on-3. Most of us, if we're not pros, have played more 3-on-3 basketball in our life than 5-on-5. And 3-on-3 is a lot funner because you get a lot more action, get to touch the ball a lot more, get a lot more shots up, and you don't have to do all that damn running.
That's true. Yeah, I agree on that. So again, people can come out, check this out in person here in Portland, this weekend. That's not all you're here for, though. You are also going to be performing here for Summer Jam. I know Jam in 107.5 has the big concert this weekend. I think it's you and E40, Exhibit. It's a big lineup. I can't even remember everybody on it, but I know you're on it. So, how does it feel to come back here and perform in Portland?
It's always great to come and perform in Portland. I call Portland one of my day one stops. I've been coming to Portland my whole career, since the late 80s. And it's always warm welcome and enthusiastic fans ready to celebrate West Coast hip hop. And so, I know it's going to be lit, having some of the homies in the house with me, like 40 and X. They put on great shows. So it's going to be worth your money to come see the show on Friday. And you can sleep in the arena, and then we playing, Saturday at 1 o'clock. So, just come spend the night in the Moda Center.
That's it. Just stay there. I mean, no reason to go because you got everything you need right there. Well, I got to say, I saw you. I think it was a few years ago when you were here for Project Paps outdoors. Your son came, and that was a hell of a show. It was a really good lineup. But yeah, amazing show. And again, this weekend, double dose of Ice Cube at the Moda Center. It's basically the Ice Cube Center this weekend, and people can go check it all out. Anything else you want to let people know about, just about this weekend and just everything that you're doing?
Oh man, you're gonna have fun. Come hang. We're gonna do great music on Friday. Friday's the Ice Cube day. Friday's my day, and then Saturday is Big 3 day. We, a whole day of hoops. Like I said, 6 games for the price of 1. Come see the whole league. We're going to, honor Clyde Drexler, our commissioner, and we know Portland loves Clyde Drexler. And so come out and, let Clyde know what a great job he's doing and cheering him on and our players and our coaches.
Clyde the Glide. Absolutely. So yeah, also here too this weekend. Well, Cube, thank you, very much for having some time to talk to us about this too. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to this weekend with both 3-on-3 basketball and just seeing what you're doing with that. Congrats again, on scaling this thing up even more than you already have and seeing where this can go and those new owners. And hopefully somebody's watching this weekend goes out and is like, hey, I want a Portland franchise. And, somebody with those bucks can make that happen. That's my hope. But
appreciate it, Greg. I'm hoping too. Somebody will check it out and want to put something there. And so, anytime I hope to see you at the show and at the game. And Portland, come on out. We here finally.
Yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be down there. So thanks, Cube. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it a lot. And okay, this is off the record. Quick side note. I had somebody ask me this. Do you happen to know T-Pain? This is a random question. I've been trying to get him on the show because he's supposed to be in town in a couple weeks. And if you happen to know him.
I know him, but, we're not close. We're just kind of, in the same industry and, cordial, but,
Fair enough. I figured I had to ask. I had to give my shot right there. So
appreciate it. Yeah, he's a great artist.
Well, man, thank you very much. Always good to talk to you.
All right.
And you're welcome here anytime. And looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
Appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
You too.